Scientists have been working diligently to raise awareness about the pressing issue of climate change, and in doing so, they have encountered a unique challenge in persuading Christians to take action. While the scientific community has overwhelmingly accepted the reality of human-induced climate change, many Christians have been hesitant to acknowledge its severity or even its existence. As a result, scientists have attempted to manipulate Christians' perspectives on climate change through various means, often by appealing to their faith and values. One approach scientists have taken is to frame climate change as a moral issue, emphasizing the Christian principles of stewardship and care for creation. By highlighting the devastating impact of climate change on the most vulnerable populations, such as the poor and future generations, scientists aim to resonate with Christians' sense of compassion and justice. This tactic is evident in the work of organizations like the Evangelical Environmental Network, which has launched campaigns like the What Would Jesus Do initiative, encouraging Christians to take action on climate change by reducing their carbon footprint and advocating for environmental policies. Scientists have also sought to engage Christian leaders and communities in the climate change conversation, leveraging their influence to promote a pro-environmental agenda. For instance, the Vatican has become a key player in the climate debate, with Pope Francis issuing the encyclical Laudato Si in 2015, which emphasized the urgent need for climate action and the moral imperative to protect the planet. By partnering with Christian leaders and organizations, scientists hope to build bridges and foster a sense of shared responsibility for addressing the climate crisis. Furthermore, scientists have attempted to address the concerns and misconceptions that may be driving Christian skepticism about climate change. Some Christians may view climate change as a distant or abstract issue, unrelated to their daily lives or faith. To counter this perception, scientists have developed communication strategies that focus on the local and personal implications of climate change, such as its effects on public health, food security, and economic stability. By highlighting the tangible consequences of climate change, scientists aim to make the issue more relatable and pressing for Christian audiences. Another approach scientists have taken is to emphasize the role of science and faith in addressing climate change. They argue that science and Christianity are not mutually exclusive, but rather complementary ways of understanding the world. By acknowledging the limitations of science and the importance of faith in guiding human values and actions, scientists work to establish common ground with Christians and promote a more nuanced discussion about climate change. This approach is reflected in the work of organizations like the American Scientific Affiliation, which seeks to integrate science and Christian faith in addressing environmental issues. However, some critics argue that scientists' attempts to manipulate Christians' views on climate change can be perceived as condescending or manipulative. They suggest that scientists should focus on presenting the facts and evidence, rather than trying to appeal to Christians' emotions or values. This critique highlights the challenges scientists face in communicating climate change to diverse audiences, where trust, credibility, and cultural sensitivity are essential. In conclusion, scientists have employed various strategies to manipulate Christians' perspectives on climate change, ranging from framing it as a moral issue to partnering with Christian leaders and communities. While these efforts have shown some success, they also underscore the complexities and challenges of communicating climate change to diverse audiences. Ultimately, scientists must continue to adapt their approaches, engaging Christians and other groups in a respectful and inclusive dialogue about the urgent need for climate action. By doing so, they can build bridges, foster greater understanding, and promote a collective response to the climate crisis that is grounded in both science and faith.